He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So West Virginia's offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Florida Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
So many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got the quick completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Smith wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Shelton. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Here's a heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And the Gators will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. No huddle offense to the line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look at...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the...
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get...
There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Caught behind the line. It's Abrams. Now the connection takes it to the 11. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Touchdown, Gator! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to...
Brings it down on the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And it's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch, called for and made. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Mountaineers come to the line to hurry up. Smith wants to throw. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it behind the line. It's Abrams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Trying to run, it's Daniels. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at touchdown, Mountaineers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball away.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the gun, running back on the move. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to pound it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Steps away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He just about topped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. That's caught. It's Abrams. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Dropping back, it's Nolan. He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. All the way down to the 11 before he goes out of bounds, and this offense strikes quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Gator.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. West West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
To the air. It's Nolan. Finds his man down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulled and fired complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. He now has 106 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick tempo here for the offense. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. Touchdown, West Virginia. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And he puts through the extra point.
West Virginia, 24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Caught near the sticks, it's Ellington. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Buys a little extra time. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Gators want to move quickly.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field.
There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Trying to march in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He breaks the tackle. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Under fire! And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they...
Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. To the air, it's Nolan. Get it out on the screen. To the 15. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And the stomping has commenced. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Return is tackled out at the 41. And your Florida Gators will take over.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. Here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got some room headed to the goal line. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner will be brought down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense to understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that somewhere.
And the Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Smith dropping to pass. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
The play-action fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Oh, he's got a chance. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half. And
turning it on! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. To the air, it's Nolan. It's complete. Still running at the 40. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Got a man. It's Abrams. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup up there, and this offense is feeling it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Gators headed quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. He's got him. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Johns. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Smith wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On his way from around the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you...
Deep shot for the end zone. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Smith dropping to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football.